Talking about the most famous and powerful girl group in the world, it's almost certain that people will think of Blackpink because of their unbelievable achievements. In fact, this title isn't the name only Blink set for Blackpink, because statistically speaking, Bloomberg also recognized Blackpink as the biggest pop band ever. Still, despite all these enviable triumphs, many fans said they felt a really bad scenario of Blackpink's disbandment looming large. Because of their sporadic comebacks, the bloodily competitive scene with the rise of big Gen 4 acts, and most importantly, the recent interview Blackpink did with the Rolling Stones. Now, let's take a look at 3 reasons why Blink suspect that Blackpink will not renew the contract. Number 1. Jisoo in the interview with Rolling Stones. On May 27th, Blackpink had the honor to be the very first K-pop group to sit down with Rolling Stones. And while all members shared about their struggles, fans said they felt worried most about Jisoo because her sudden low mood, which was very different from all her previous presence in the public, gave them a sense of Blackpink's disbandment. For example, very different from the cheerful vibe, and the fact that Jisoo once said in an interview for Snowdrop that she wouldn't express much, even when something ticked her off real bad, she still honestly expressed the tiredness when being asked about her condition that day. Jisoo even opened up about how her legs were badly injured, and how she was partially relieved that the practice for Blackpink's comeback's choreography was yet to come so she could rest a little bit more. As the interview proceeded, fans noticed even more signs hinting at the possibility of Blackpink's disbandment when Jisoo was asked about her perspective on life after becoming a world-class superstar, and she didn't seem to be so excited, saying that the way people looked up to her as a member of Blackpink doesn't resonate with her much. Jisoo's seeming incompatibility with this superstar glow was also sensed through the part where she expressed that she had always been a free soul, and because of her massive reputation, she couldn't move around as much as she wished. Plus, she also admitted to having always been talking about saving some money and then moving to another country, but has yet to figure out what her path in life is, and has always been searching for it. Even when being showered in all the spotlight, Jisoo still showed she was unsure sometimes. And in moments like that, she didn't perform because I loved the stage so much, but rather because of her sense of responsibility and duty, and because performing still feels more like a test than something genuinely fun. Jisoo also shared that she didn't enjoy the attention as much as other members. And combining all of these together, fans believed it would be very likely that Jisoo wouldn't renew her contract with YG Entertainment, even if the other 3 agreed to continue as Blackpink. Because taking only Jisoo into account and saying that Blackpink would disband because of her vague hints was too subjective, fans also looked into what other members had to say. According to them, the fact that Jennie said, "Even if we're 70 and have different lives, I feel like we are still Blackpink." And Lisa also pulled a doubtful joke that if Blackpink could reunite after several more years to perform like the Spice Girls did, even when they already got married and had kids, it also raised concerns that the upcoming comeback would be the very last time people could see Blackpink as a 4-member group. Some pointed out that while these words superficially seemed like the girls were hinting at a contractual renewal, they were actually comforting words to fans in case they part ways. Number 2. The sporadic comebacks of Blackpink, yet the strong boosts of personal activities of the members. Blackpink is currently the only top girl group that went on a hiatus of over 1 year and 8 months. What's even more mind-blowing about their break was that, while Red Velvet, the girl group with the second longest hiatus, with 602 days, went on a break because of Wendy's accident and Irene's scandal, none of Blackpink's members got involved in any controversies before the group took such a long break, implying that YG Entertainment, and probably the girls, voluntarily agreed to halt the group promotions to focus on other aspects. So exactly what other aspects are we talking about here? Well, according to netizens, Blackpink halted working as a group because each had found their favorite area to focus on. And for the past almost 2 years, all their efforts were spent on developing as individual artists. For example, Rosé and Lisa had debuted as soloists, and garnered lots of success. Jennie continued flying around the world to the most flamboyant fashion events. And Jisoo had also debuted as a promising actress, with her very first main role in Snowdrop. That was not to mention how all the girls have also been super active in promoting high-end fashion, beauty, and jewelry brands, getting featured on the covers of renowned magazines while rarely producing any mainstream content to interact with fans. So basically, halting the group's activities to focus on individual activities was the biggest reason for Blackpink's sparse comebacks. However, this wasn't the sole reason, as according to fans, other factors that could be counted were the overdependence on Teddy for the girls' music, the unique management direction of YG Entertainment, which directed Blackpink to be more of a Western group than a K-pop group, and the critical wellness condition of the girls after the 2020 World Tour, which has also been recently confirmed by Jennie in the sit-down with the Rolling Stones. If you want to know detailedly about each of these reasons, go check out my earlier video about 4 reasons why Blackpink can't come back more frequently. Taking into account all of these factors, combined with the fact that the members' contract would expire around the end of 2023, you can probably see better why many Blinks believed in a doom scenario for the group. Number 3. The rise of many monster rookies. While the span of almost 2 years doesn't sound to be too long, in the bloody competitive scene of the K-pop industry, this is already enough for agencies to debut tons of promising groups. Specifically, in the time Blackpink went on a so-called hiatus, the public has witnessed the debut of monster rookies that are not only outstanding visual-wise, but also vocal and dancing-wise, which are aespa, Inmix, IVE, Stacy, Le Seraphim, Billy, Vivi's, and many, many more. What's even scarier when looking at the current state of the K-pop industry is that many groups adored by the public didn't necessarily come from big 3 companies. And considering IVE, a rookie under Starship Entertainment, a mid-range company, still managed to make it big, spoke a lot as to how the game wasn't solely ruled by famous groups from big companies anymore. However, what concerns Blinks even more than the rise of potential rookies was that, since SM Entertainment, JYP Entertainment, and HYBE Entertainment had already entered the race of Gen 4 idols with aespa, Inmix, and Le Seraphim, it's likely that YG Entertainment is planning on debuting their Gen 4 girl group in the near future. This scenario is said to be highly possible, as in the past 2 years, people have heard through the grapevine that YG is debuting a girl group called Baby Monster, and the lineup is even already determined. Combining this with the tradition that YG would focus more on the newest group and abandon their old ones, which has already been proven multiple times when the company left iKON to fend for themselves when they got Treasure, and poorly managed 21 just to spend all the money on Blackpink's debut on the same year, it's understandable when many fans are afraid that Blackpink would disband in 2023. So, do you think these are legit reasons for people to believe that the girls wouldn't renew their contract with YG Entertainment? Especially since the interview with Rolling Stone, where lots of hints about Blackpink's ending appeared, is it true that the members are implicitly comforting fans so that they could part ways in peace? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting K-pop content. Thank you for watching.